Ghana has signed on to the implementation of a single currency for the economic community of West African state. On this episode of News Connect on City TV, we speak to some analysts on the benefits of signing onto this new currency, the Eco. My name is Kojo Achman. Stay tuned.
When you look at the benefits of single currency, you are dealing with potential consumer force of some 385 million against Europe's of 300 million. So if we can have a single currency, yes, that will be beneficial as far as that is concerned. So, it's a worthwhile project, but my doubts are the fact that most of the countries involved are struggling to meet the convergence criteria. That's because we see the advantages of a single currency, one of which I said you have a consumer population of 385, and we put the 15-country Ecowas together. Then it also means that the idea of converting currencies from Naira to CD, vice versa, will no longer be there. It also brings what you call price transparency, in that whatever you buy in Ghana, the same price will apply in Nigeria, in Togo, and so on. We also have the advantage of more inward investment coming in, because if there is somebody outside ECOWAS who wants to invest, now they have to decide on, am I going for Naira investment? Am I going for CD investment, and so on? So that is also an advantage. The last advantage is the uncertainty about exchange rate. We all know we lived in this country where we've had volatility of the exchange rate. And if you get a single currency, this volatility is eliminated. So when you put all these 5 advantages together, then on balance, it is a good thing. But the disadvantages are also something you cannot wish away. For instance, to have a single currency means one size fits all, irrespective of the size of the economy, the economic behavior, the macroeconomic behavior. You are all going to have a single currency. And in economics, we call something like a free rider problem, where others will just free ride on the strong economies. The weak economies will free ride on the strong economies.
2 years ago, we couldn't meet a number of the criteria. It is just a few last year or so that we met 3 out of the 4 primary criteria. At the moment, we are struggling with the budget deficit GDP criteria. 2018 was about 3.7%, when it should be 3%. The target for 2019 is about 4.2% or so. So we are way off it. That I don't think we are going to meet all 4 criteria by 2019, and therefore the call is in order that we should put our house in order and ensure that we meet. Single currency brings a lot of benefits, I must say. You eliminate exchange controls or exchange costs. Once you have a single currency, you can trade between countries or among countries easily without having to convert from one currency to the other. It also increases your market size, because now if you produce in Ghana, your market is not limited to Ghana, but all the other ECOWAS countries, and many other benefits that it brings. However, you need to meet certain conditions. That is why the criteria have been set. If you meet the conditions, then you reap the benefit. If you don't, it's going to be disastrous if we should go that path.
The thing about a common currency, like I said to you, is that, it tends to import other things from other economies into your economy. So we should expect that if initially it's going to run alongside the city, right, as a medium of exchange in this country, then we should expect that at least it's not going to have a very huge impact on the economy until we roll over to the stage where it replaces the cedi, and then we begin to get concerned about other things. So I think that central banks will continue to pursue their own independent monetary policy within the framework of coming up with a common currency and then a common central bank to address all of these issues. So, I mean, in the interim, I don't think that we should expect it to have quite some significant impact on our economy in terms of our indicators. Of course, if we are supposed to join the ECO, it means that we would have met the criteria for that. And if other countries join us, we expect them to have met the criteria for that. So it depends on how fast these countries are also able to get the act right to join us. But my concern mainly has been the fact that there's not much trade between these countries, and a common currency thrives in an environment where there's trading taking place between the countries. And so it's very important that we break down all the barriers to trade within the sub-region. And we cannot put the cart before the horse, thinking that when a common currency comes in, those barriers will be broken down.
For the ECO, we have to have one single monetary policy. And one of the main tools of monetary policy is setting of interest rate. And you and I again know in this country, quarterly, the Monetary Policy Committee meets, and then after evaluating the performance of the economy, they decide whether the monetary policy rate should be increased, decreased, or maintained. Now, when you have 15 countries coming in, initially 6, and then 9 will join later, it means that all 15 have to have one monetary policy. So whilst setting interest rate as a 9% may be beneficial in Ghana, there may be other countries where it will be non-beneficial, but because you are all in the same boat.
Something like investment, for instance, if you sign up to that, investors can move in from each of the regional countries easily. Even foreign investors can set up in Ghana and set other units in other countries easily, because having to move assets, having to move currency becomes easier. So it promotes investment. The transaction cost of converting from one currency to the other, the issue of foreign exchange acquisitions and becomes eliminated, and many other benefits that one can talk about. There's competition, of course. There's likely to be some kind of competition and efficiency, because now when I know that I can obtain products made from Nigeria or made from Gambia, the producer would therefore produce good quality items and also sell at very competitive prices. So there are such enormous benefits that it brings. But again, if you don't put your house in order, you're likely to have challenges. If you look at Greece, in the EU, for instance, Greece has been seen as a bad boy. They keep pumping money into Greece, but Greece has mismanaged its economy, and the rest will pay for such mismanagement. If other countries don't put their house in order, we suffer. So your exchange rate the ECO, for instance, will depreciate significantly when other countries are not respecting some of the terms, and that can have repercussions on our local economy.
That'll be all for this episode of News Connect on City TV. My name is Kojo Achman. Keep watching City TV.